last, I don't know, 3 days it's been raining nonstop, and there's a new storm says isn't rolling out of here until after Thursday. Well, that's tomorrow. So yeah, this is the block that I live on, and as usual I'm taking a walk. Sometimes when it cools off, like right now it's 76 degrees outside, I take a walk. I'm still trying to lose 50 pounds. I've had no luck. Not even with a pound or 2 pounds. I go back and forth. 5 pounds. Then I go back 5 pounds. And then I gain 5 pounds. It's a yo-yo. And I wanted my YouTube family, who's with me, to, I don't know, I guess give the update. Show you around. The weather out here right now is completely different than what it usually is. The last 9 years, well, no, I moved out here in 2018. So the last 6 years, 5.5 years, it's been hot. I mean, feels like 106 out, the sun beaming down on you. Right now there's no sun out. And towards the end of summer, it doesn't really cool off, but towards the end of the day, like when the sun goes down, we're better off than we were before. And these last 2 years have been great. I can't even complain. From my understanding, this is La Nina. I'm really liking La Nina a lot better than El Nino because it cools off. El Nino is just hot consistently all the way until basically we got a break for Thanksgiving. We got a break a couple weeks after Christmas, 2 weeks in January, and that's it. It goes back to being hot outside again. And I get sick of it. And this to me is a break. I mean, right now it's sprinkling out. It's not really doing anything, but yeah. It's been like this for 2 days, and these days are the best days because it cools off. It's lightly raining outside, and which is good because the more that Florida cools off, the better off we are, because the less days we have to look forward to that are consistently hot. And I know I'm one. I like to get exercise. I don't like to be locked up in the house. Can't do that if it's 106 degrees outside. Especially, even if you bring water, it's hard. You know, and I think sometimes I have high blood pressure and low blood pressure. But it's not enough to where I need to see a doctor. But I get this feeling that when it happens, that's why I get this overwhelming feeling of anxiety. Like my system's crashing. And I'm trying to manage that because I'm 38. And I'm pretty sure eventually something's gonna fall apart. Like a car that's aging out. Something eventually goes, like the gasket or the air filter or something. And anyways, I just want to make sure that I don't have to go to the doctor every time something goes wrong. And maybe I can be more active if I could move somewhere where there's better temperatures, like the weather is like a average. You know, right now this is September, most places, if you go even like midway, Tennessee, North Carolina, the northern part of Georgia, it's already cooling off. And it's already, for most of them, cool in the morning, cool in the evening, and then hot in the first part of the day, like 1 p.m., 2 p.m. And this way, I think I'd be a lot happier, because I like to feel I don't know, in control, you know, like I can't let it get any worse. Like I'm already at a weight that I'm unhappy with. I'm trying to have a good attitude about it. It's just hard to get exercise the way I want to when it's impossible because of how hot it is outside. And if the little bit that I do indoors, when I do, is not enough. And anyways, so I wanted everybody to see how great the weather is out here. I mean, I'm not kicking it. I'm not knocking it down. It's starting to rain a little bit more now. I'm going back to the house. But that's what I'm trying to say. And when I finally do lose 50 pounds, I'm going to be so happy to get rid of a part of a person that's been around for too long. And then I think everything will go back to normal. So, anyways, thanks for clicking on my video and hearing what I have to say. This is more about the weather than anything. And if you see in my shorts, I have a subjective video testing posted. I'm trying to not get in the habit of doing videos and posting and shorts and all this craziness. What I'm doing is working on some ideas, but anything that I'm doing right now is not consistent. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to back off, and anybody who's listening to this now, check the community tab. I won't be posting till after Halloween, more like towards Thanksgiving. A lot of times I put up family videos of when I go to my mom's sometimes to see my daughter. I do a short video just for fun, and I'm also doing an unboxing video on a security camera that's concealed as a light bulb I bought from Finger Hut. It was only $30. This is important because I'm having an issue, and either I'm going to have to change my phone service, I'm going to have to buy a new phone. If I do buy a new phone, I want to investigate this phone as much as I can for the right lens. I'm unhappy with what this offers. See, it does not capture video and photo as real as night and day. That's the phone I'm looking for with a lens. I can buy an extra lens. I found a few of them on Amazon. And other than that, the research that I'm doing on the whole thing, I'm going to have to go through Spectrum, which is my local cable company that has my router set up, because 5G network out here, sometimes it's the area, sometimes it's the location. It is not always the phone. The phone has to be compatible, step one. Sometimes, I'm guessing, here it's the area. So I'm going to have to go through my local, trying to go through T-Mobile isn't going to work. I'm going to have to go through my local cable company and find out. They do have an option to bring your own phone. And when I do, I need 5G network compatibility to properly download this security system, which you put in the front of the house, the light fixture. I'm going to show you. And the light bulb, well, security camera, works just fine. Everything else is hooked up except for the signal, which is through the Wi-Fi connection. Kicks me out and it says, 5G network connectivity issue. Okay, so I look into my phone, I look at the bars, and the bars only have 2 bars, so the signal out here is not that great. Step 1, or step 2. Step 2 is the signal, the area. If that is the case, definitely, I'm sure the only way to fix my phone to adapt to a 5G network, I may have to buy a new phone, or I may have to go through my local cable service, which is where I pay for my Wi-Fi. Then I will see what happens. But the hardest part about all of this is wasting your time, wasting your energy on buying phones, buying services, things that don't work, carriers that don't work. Whole time you're in an area that doesn't have a strong signal. That's important, to have a strong signal. And so I'm very careful, because you can waste a lot of money. I know I had Mint Mobile. First time I had Mint Mobile, I've been living in the same area for 6 years now. Didn't have one issue. We've had perfect service out here. Then, what happens next is, I had to drop the service at the time for some reason or another, but a lot of times they offer for the whole year. So I had a whole year of service. Then, a couple years later, I went back to Mint Mobile, living in the same house. This is what I'm trying to tell everyone. Living in the same house, in the same area in Florida. Right now, I go through a Google Google Play app, and it's working great right now. But that's the issue with signals. And so here is the light fixture it's supposed to go in. And that way, like when the pizza guy gets here, I just walked in, so it's dark. When the pizza guy gets here, or anything going on outside, when I lock my bicycle up, I can keep an eye on things. So this is it. I have it hooked up here, and as you can see, it's a light bulb disguised, or a security camera disguised as a light bulb. Everything but the signal is working. And this is the Wi-Fi that I pay for through Spectrum. So that's who I'm going to have to call. Oh, look, it's a little light. That's who I'm going to have to call and work out this 5G network issue, if I even can, until I can get exactly what I'm looking for. I'll turn on my nightlight here. So that's it, everybody, and soon, one weekend down the road, I'm going to be doing an unboxing. Well, I mean, in a way, I already did an unboxing, but you get it. And I'm just shopping around. I'm just trying it out. And so I'll probably won't be posting until like around Thanksgiving or something. I'm taking a break. And anyways, so everybody get a good night's rest, and I'm going to try to do the same thing. And all right, so thanks for checking in, and it was good to hear. Or well, you know, my comments are open. So if anybody's seen my cat, like I was saying in the previous shorts, it's there. She, I think the cat's long gone. I haven't seen the cat at all, but there's a picture in the shorts. If you've seen the cat, then could you please get into the comment and get my attention, and I hope my cat comes back. But if not, well, it's one of those